Hello and welcome to this 5-minute chess game. Playing here on chess.com. Playing EvasiveBaby from Thailand. Indonesia, excuse me. The Indonesian and Polish flags are just reversed, something I just learned yesterday. The Polish flag, the red, is on the bottom. Alright, Queen's Gambit accepted. Not actually familiar with this line. This is the normal setup I play with the Queen's Gambit accepted, just, knight f3, e3. Okay, I think I know this line. I am down a pawn here, but I'm gonna have real nice development. Knight d5 is a move. Of course, just taking the bishop can't be too bad. Could also just keep the tension. This is also an interesting move. This pawn would be a little loose. Let's give that a shot. I think that's an uncomfortable move that I would not want to see from the black side here. Queen's got to move. Or not. Okay, yep. Let's see where the queen's going to go. Oh, okay, interesting. Well, yeah, this seems like a good trade for me. We're gonna have a weak pawn here. Yeah, if only I could get at this d8 square. I think I'm just gonna get castled. I realize black is up a pawn here, but these are super weak. Their king's gonna be weak. Yeah, I feel really good about this position. Just got to keep on the pressure and keep an eye on the clock. I'm almost thinking I want to trade the queens here, but that's probably not good. Gotta somehow get on this square here. Also want to connect the rook, so I'm looking at queen c2, queen d2. Those are really the only two squares, unless I wanted the queen trade, which I don't think I do. Just because black's king is weak, and so I want to keep the queens on the board. Just trying to look at more forcing lines. Okay, yeah, this can't be too bad. I don't have to worry about pressure on the c-file with this pawn in the way. So this black pawn is actually kind of nice shelter for my queen. Yeah, it's tough to say which rook to take off the file. This one is opposing this rook and potentially preventing this threat here of a4. But if I play rook d1, rook f d1, there's knight g4 that will be hitting the f2 square. Could always just back the bishop up. Maybe I could go g3 and get the bishop out. Yeah, I actually like that idea. Let's try that. When I back the bishop up, the queen would be defending this. Let's still go with this idea. Ooh, actually, no, I don't like that now because I'm just seeing that the rook is on the knight. So yeah, if g3, the knight moves, the knight would be undefended. Actually, maybe that's okay. Yep, Yeah, maybe that's okay, actually, now that I look at it again. Because kind of next move, regardless of what happens, I'm just going to go bishop g2. Okay, so yeah, knight on d3 is definitely annoying. Uh, but it's not the end of the world. I will come back here to defend, though. Oh, that's a tough move to meet. Knight d1 or knight e4? Probably knight e4, right? It's more aggressive. There's a punch. This is a big issue. They're putting a lot of pressure on the f2 square here. I really want to get the king out of the way and then play like f4. See if we can make that happen. Also, I've got to make just like instant moves from here on out. They're still up a pawn. They have weak pawns. I have a weak pawn over here on b2. F2 obviously is extremely weak as well, but let's see what we can do here. These 23 remaining seconds. They could go back to f6, or they could go knight ge5. I think either one of those, I'm still going king h2. Knight h6 to f5 would be interesting. Still going h2. They could also take the pawn here. Forgot about that. Actually, nope, never mind. No, they can't. The knight's hanging, so they've got to do something about that. Oh no. Oh, my opponent just resigned. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, well, sometimes that'll happen. Part of the deal with playing internet chess, you might just you know, get a phone call or someone comes to the door, gotta end the chess game. Okay, well, yeah, that's kind of too bad because probably my opponent would have won there with my only 23 seconds remaining. But yeah, interesting game, even though it was ended abruptly. Yeah, c5 is an aggressive way to treat this. I think I've seen some people do this thing where you just pick up the pawn immediately with the queen a4 check, queen takes c4 operation. But yeah, I usually don't like the isolated queen pawn positions, but this particular one I really like. Even though I'm down a pawn, I got a lot of activity. I wonder if that was a mistake, playing d5 here. Like, I wonder if I should have just prioritized bishop e2 and castles and queen c2 before I thought about um, the d5 push, the d5 pawn break. I might have been able to get a rook over, like after castling, getting a rook over to d1 might have been good to help support that. Okay, probably wasn't too bad though. Yeah, I also had the option to take out the bishop here. Could have actually taken the bishop and then forced a queen trade. That would have been interesting. I think I would have immediately been winning that pawn back as well because, yeah, so if knight takes, queen a4, let's say, well, yeah, let's just say takes, for instance. This pawn is just falling. So I'm regaining the pawn and I've got the bishop, whereas they've got a knight. So that probably would have been better. But okay, I think just getting the bishop out and castling at this point is okay as well. I still have this exact same idea, right? I had it for like 3 moves now, taking the bishop, playing queen a4, forcing the queen trade, probably winning this pawn back. Yeah, okay, so that might have been better. Somewhere in here, though, definitely went astray. Oh yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this plan now that I see it. There was just way too much pressure on the f2 square. The queen is too active here. I probably should look for a queen trade. Oh, you know what else I'm just seeing now? Did I have this a while ago? Yeah, no, as soon as I played queen c2, um, I can take the bishop and then take the pawn. Actually, I'm not sure how that turns out. Let's take a quick look at that. Whoops. If queen takes, either queen takes or even queen b2 being on the bishop, so I wouldn't be a huge fan of that. But if bishop takes, the queen is attacked, except I just wonder about this move pinning. Actually, no, that doesn't work because of this. Picking up the rook. So, okay, yeah, this would have been better. Yeah, because now the queen's got to move. I've regained the pawn. I'm active. I've got this bishop. They've got this weakness that I can pile up on. Yeah, this would have been way better. Yeah, it's funny. I guess I was just thinking, oh, it's just like a tall pawn here that's not doing anything right now, just staring at its own pawn. But I didn't think about its long-term potential and how I would have just been winning a pawn here and keeping the queens on board. Okay, no big deal. I think it was still okay even after this. Yeah, but it was tough. Yeah, that bishop f1 move is definitely a mistake, I think, anyway. Because, yeah, now it was just very tough. The knight's on d3. Yeah, this has got to be winning for black. And, yeah, h3. And, yeah, I was thinking... I was actually, in the game, I was thinking about knight f6. Because I'd already pre-moved recapturing with the knight on f2. I forgot that the knight was still on e4. But yeah, if knight f6, I guess I can just take it and then play. Well, no, you know what? I was wanting to play queen h2, but no, sorry, I can't do that. Because then they could just take on f2. Hmm. Yeah, hard to say. I can come in here, I'd get kicked, go back to f3. Yeah, there'd still be a game to play here. And maybe even knight h6 into f5 would have been better. Still would have gone queen, or no, sorry, king h2. Um, yeah, I guess king h2 here. So yeah, maybe knight f6 was more forcing. Anyway, Okay, interesting game. Definitely got off lucky. So, yep, not going to complain. Thanks for watching.